Hi guys, today I am going to talk to you a little bit about how to measure with a ruler, okay? And the different rules on what we need to do in order to use a ruler and measure the correct way, okay? So I drew a ruler on here for you guys, and it starts at 1 inch and goes all the way down to 14 inches. A normal ruler is only 12 inches, but I drew mine a little bit bigger, okay? So in blue, I have our inches already labeled on the ruler for us. So it starts at 1 inch, 2 inches, 3 inches, 4 inches, and it goes all the way down to 14 inches. Okay, so then what we're going to do is I'm going to go over the rules with you. So the first rule to measuring with a ruler is to line up the edge of the ruler with one end of the object. So if I wanted to measure my marker, I can't just put my marker just anywhere on the ruler. No, I have to put it all the way at the edge of my ruler. Okay? And then I'm going to come all the way to the other end of my marker, come down, and it's at the number 5. That means that my marker is 5 inches long, okay? Then we can measure a card. All right, again, I'm gonna start all the way at the edge, and I'm going to read from left to right, okay? So since my card is at the end, I'm gonna come all the way to the other end of my card. What do you know? It's at the 5 too. So the card is also 5 inches long. How about, let's measure my scissors here, okay? So I'm gonna put the edge of my scissors at the end of my ruler, and I'm gonna come all the way to the other end of my scissors and come down, and it's at the number 8. That means that my scissors are 8 inches long, okay? All right, so let's see, let's try. Now let's measure my tape roll. Okay, our last rule down here says find the nearest inch at the end of the object. Okay, sometimes, you know what, I'm going to use something else because that's probably not very easy for y'all to see since it's clear. I'm going to try this. Okay, so I'm going to measure this line of cubes, okay? Now again, rule number 3 said find the nearest inch at the end of the object. So sometimes when you're measuring things, you may not be straight down on a number. See, I'm in between the 6 and the 7 here. So when that happens, you need to look for the nearest inch or just the nearest number, whatever the end of your object is closest to. And at the end of my cube, it looks like it's a little bit closer to the 7. So in that case, I would say that my line of cubes is closest to the 7, so that means it's going to be 7 inches long. Okay, 7 inches. So y'all have a paper, and I've already cut out some of the objects, but you have a paper that looks like this in your Monday packet, okay? What you're going to do with this paper is you're going to cut out the objects along the dotted lines, okay? You have several different objects in here. And then you're going to measure them with a ruler. If you don't have a ruler, you can use a tape measurer. Okay, so ask mom and dad first if you have a ruler, and if you don't, then try to find a tape measurer, okay? And you're gonna measure these objects, and then on the object, you'll write how many inches long it was, okay? So I'm gonna cut out this tongue depressor here, or popsicle stick, and we're gonna measure it. So let me cut it out, and let's see how long it is. All right. So here's our popsicle stick. Notice that I cut it out on the dotted lines. I didn't cut it out on the solid black line, just the dotted lines, okay? So my number one rule says I have to start at the end of my ruler, okay, on the left side. Then I'm going to come all the way to the end of my object and come down and see what number that is. And it says that it is 7 inches long. 7 inches. So what I'm going to do, I'm going to write on it that it is 7 inches. 7 inches. Okay? And then I will tape it on here so that you can look back to it for reference. It was 7 inches. Okay, and then I'm going to cut out just one more. I think I'll probably cut out the teddy bear here. And we'll see how long the teddy bear is. All right, so here's my teddy bear. I'm going to put him at the edge of my ruler on the left-hand side. And then I'm going to come all the way to the other end of my teddy bear, all the way to his ear. Come straight down, and it's at the number 4. So my teddy bear is 4 inches long. So I'm going to write on my teddy bear 4 inches. Okay? 4 inches. And then I'll glue it or I'll tape it over here for you guys as well so that you can look back at this video if you need to remember how to measure objects with a ruler. Okay? There we go. Now, if you have any questions on how to measure with a ruler, let your parents know. And if they need me, they can call me and I will help you. Okay? So you're going to be measuring things with a ruler for the next 2 days, today and Tuesday. Then on Wednesday, you're going to still be measuring, but you're going to be measuring with different objects, not with a ruler. So on Wednesday, I will send you a video explaining how to do that, okay? And then we'll meet on Zoom on Thursday at 10 a.m. like normal, and we'll talk about it. Alrighty? If you have any questions, please let me know. Bye, guys.